Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Leo. Starting today in a reclined posture. This is my go-to reclined posture here, and this is just one of your choices. Put the soles of your feet together and let your knees splay out. And if you like, put props under the outsides of your knees to take the weight of your legs, making for a more passive posture. If this isn't comfortable, you can plant the soles of your feet, let your knees lean in towards each other, or just extend your legs down along the floor, whatever's comfortable for you. You might also scoot over by the wall or your couch and put your legs up on that support. Start with a little gentle inversion, whatever works. Some kind of reclined posture. Resting your hands wherever you want, on your body or on the ground. Close your eyes if you like. And let's just notice our breath. Just noticing the breath invites it to slow down and get deeper. Feeling your contact with the ground. Taking in your environment, whatever is going on around you. Chuckling a little as I say that. I'm looking up, there's this huge PVC pipe running in the background of my practice space from the laptop perspective. There's some ongoing construction here, and that's where they parked this pipe for now. So there it is. Little incidental decoration and added elements in the environment. Whatever ways your environment is reaching any of your senses, just take it in, situating yourself in your practice in space. Scan your body now, head to toe. Take in what's going on there. How is the internal environment today? Especially noting if there's any discomfort in your body. Making note of it now can help you bear it in mind as we practice, knowing that you can skip or modify anything you need to. And if you wish to set some intention of your own for today's practice, you can do that now. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. If you have your legs the way I do, use your arms to nudge your knees towards each other. Rest the soles of your feet on the ground. Likewise, if you have your legs elevated or extended on the floor, draw your knees up and plant your feet. If you were using props here, as I was, move these out of the way. Reach your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Let your shoulders stay grounded. Let your legs fall to the left and turn your head to the right. Not pushing your legs, just letting them hang and go where they're going to go as your breath brings you out. Softly bring it all back to center. Cross your legs the opposite way. And twist the opposite way. So back up to center. Uncross your legs. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll. Massage your back against the ground. Whatever movement feels good for you is the right one. Right ones. Not like it has to be one movement. There's really no wrong way to explore movements as long as you're listening to your body and backing away if anything hurts when you start to do it. Inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. And exhale, curl up again. And just continue at the pace of your breathing. If it feels helpful in your body to pause when you're stretched out or pause when you're curled up, or maybe both, go ahead, listen to your body. That's the constant invitation here to listen to your body. Cultivating this thing in yoga we call the witness self. Watching, observing yourself. Holding space for yourself. Taking care of yourself. And let's start to sit up. You can hold your legs and rock back and forth, or sometimes that doesn't feel good. You can extend your arms, dip onto one side, press your hands to the floor. This is the gentler of the two ways. Just sit yourself up. And if you want, sit on whatever props you like. I like to sit on the blocks like that, sitting on the forward edge of them to let my hips open by letting the pelvis tilt forward. There's my little perch. Rest your fingertips out here on the ground, stay long in the spine. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your head. Exhale, reach to the right. Let your head go wherever your neck wants it to be. Lean into your right hand, breathe into your left side. Inhale to come upright. Exhaling, let's come into a twist. Right hand to left leg, left hand on the ground behind you, maybe in line with your spine. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let your twist unwind. Inhale, raise your right arm. And exhale, reach to your left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into your twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Let your twist unwind. Now let your arms hang at your sides. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back. Let it down. And your right shoulder up and back and down. Let your chin drop towards your chest. Very slowly, start to roll your head gently in circles. Or if encountering any tight spots, rock back and forth wherever it feels helpful to do so. Ease out those tight spots. Let's change direction. Go the other way for a minute. When you finish the next circle, lift your chin, face forward. Rest your hands on your legs. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward and down. At the pace of your breath, a few more times. And after the next exhale, sit up. Now we're going to work with our legs and feet a bit. Feet and legs, feet first. I'm going to take these props out from underneath. I find with this next sequence that sitting up on the props doesn't work so well. Just lift the leg, doesn't matter which one. Let the foot hang and be passive. With the opposite hand, going to grab your toes. You can interlace fingers and toes or wrap your hand over the top of your toes like that. If you have sock on, maybe it's just not comfortable interlacing. But you're letting your hands and your arms do all the work. Slowly and gently move that foot in circles to explore opening the ankle. We're focusing on the ankle, but make sure the whole leg is disengaged. The arms and hands are really doing the work. Let's change direction. Then release your toes. Use both arms, both hands to support the weight of this whole leg. You don't have to use this grip. This grip works for me. Now for the hip, slowly and gently move your leg in circles. Picture that ball and socket joint, the top of the femur in the hip socket. Femur is the biggest bone, hips, the biggest joint, makes sense. And let's change direction. Put that leg down, bringing the other one to the front. Moving my phone out of the sun. Sun does nothing for a battery life. Well, it makes it go down faster is what it does. Lift the leg. Grab the toes. Leg and foot are passive. Gentle, slow circles. Maybe it doesn't show on the video there. My phone is connected for audio and the laptop for video. So now and then in practice, I'm repositioning the phone this time to get it out of the sun. Change direction. When we first started Zoom classes, teaching from the park, we found out very quickly the difference it can make the temperature of the electronics you're using. We'd do things like put an ice pack under the laptop. because there's nowhere to plug in. Here, the laptop can be plugged into power. In the park, there was no power. Had to use an ice pack to hope the battery lasted for the whole class. Release the toes, support the weight of your whole leg, and make these big circles through your hip. Come a long way with these Zoom classes since we started. I think learned a lot, refined our setups. Change direction. Speaking of setups and classes, this is the second to last, the penultimate class I'll be teaching from this location, from this space. This Friday, I have to move out of this apartment. Moving into our new house. Well, not fully moving into our new house as of Friday, but in between there's an overlapping house sitting, dog sitting, plant sitting. Be some classes from a friend's house before there are classes from the new house. I think that's what it's looking like as of today. Like this, leg down, and take your time to come up onto your hands and knees, however you want to make that transition. And drink whenever you need to. Reach your right foot back, press the ball of your foot against the floor. On an inhale, reach your left arm out to the side. On an inhale, pick that right foot up and reach straight back through the sole of your foot. Bend your knee, reach your hand back, grab on as you're able to your foot or ankle. Raise your knee, raise your chin. Release, lower down. Reach back and press against the ball of your left foot. On an inhale, reach your right arm out to the side. On an inhale, pick your foot up and reach straight back. Bend your knee, reach back and take that bind. Release and lower down. Step your right foot up between your hands. Bring your hands to your knee, lift your torso. If the pressure on the left knee is too much, double up the edge of the mat or put a towel or blanket or something underneath. Some folks even buy special like foam knee pads just to do that, just to put under there. If you feel wobbly, widen the stance a little. Exhale, sink forward in your hips. Inhale, slide back. Whatever degree of that movement feels good for your body. Each time you do it, maybe the movement grows bigger. If you want, and as you're able, depending on how steady you feel, you could raise the left arm, maybe both arms. And as you sink forward, draw your arms down to cactus. As you glide back, you reach up. And it's okay to have one hand on the knee for support and move the other one up and down. And from the top of this movement, let's twist. Reach your left hand back and reach your right hand forward. Or maybe your right hand steadies you. on your knee. Come through center, hands to heart, and twist to the right. Right hand goes back, left hand can reach forward or come to your knee. Center, bring your hands down. Bring your right knee back down to the floor. Take a few cow and cat breaths. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. We did this similar movement sitting up, but of course we get a bigger range of movement here because the base of our spine is not limited by sitting on. Now step your left foot up between your hands. Bring your hands to your left knee, lift your torso. Just for stability as needed. Exhale, sink forward. Inhale, glide back. How much feels sufficient for this side? Your breath sets your pace. And if you want, raise your right arm for both arms. As you sink forward, draw your arms down. As you glide back, reach your arms up. Twist to the right. Come through center. Twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Step your right foot up by your left foot and hang around exploring movement in your forward fold. You can have blocks under your hands here. This can be nice if your lower back's bothering you. Lean on the blocks a little or a lot as you lengthen and bend your legs and sway back and forth. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, and keep your arm down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades. Take a couple of deep breaths, hugging your tongue. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cross the other way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up at your hands. Lift your heart. Inhale up to the center. Exhale, bend to the right, feeling the length of both arms and keeping the left heel on the ground. Inhale to come up. Exhale, bend to your left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Pardon me. Need a sip of that water. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees a whole lot. Let your belly hang on your thighs. Reach your arms behind your legs and clasp your elbows in your hands. Make sure your neck is relaxed, disengaged, your head's just hanging. Start to lengthen your legs to whatever degree is okay. Go slowly and gently. And hang out for a half minute here, lengthening the hamstrings with this special bind. Release your elbows, let your arms hang, bend your knees a whole lot. Nod your head a little. And shake your head a little. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. So after that bind, usually the forward folds feel easier, more accessible, maybe deeper. Lengthening those hamstrings. Inhale out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. On an exhale, slowly lower all the way down. On an inhale, press into your hands, lift your head and chest to whatever height is okay in your lower back. So each time we come through and do this heart opener, whatever height your body wants. Exhale, rock back, curl your toes under, press into your feet, lift your knees, press into your hands, lift your tail, do some pedaling, lengthening the legs. So the bind is focused on lengthening the hamstrings. Here in downward dog, really you're lengthening the entire back of the body. So whatever movements help you feel into that length. If you feel a tight spot, you can wriggle and explore that tightness and ease some of it out. As my glasses ease off my face, need to get those glasses adjusted or get something to tie the ends and hold it on the back of my head. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale, rock back and down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, stack your hips, flex your foot, make circles with your knee. I like to do a couple in each direction. Square your hip down, lower your leg. Inhale, raise your right leg. Bend your knee, stack your hips, flex your foot, and circle your knee. Square your hips down, lower your legs. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now from the next downward dog, we're going to make our way to pigeon pose. Then we'll come out of it, flow back to here, and do the other side. So we won't spend very long in the downward dog. Spend more time in the pigeon. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Now, if your arms are tired, maybe go right from plank to downward dog. Otherwise, exhale lower and flow through to it. Now, inhale, lift the left leg again. Exhale, draw the left knee towards the right elbow. Sorry, towards the left wrist. Left knee towards left wrist. Let that leg down, let the right knee down, untuck the right toes. So this is the start of our pigeon. Now, you could even have blocks under your hands here and give yourself more height, more space. If it feels like you're putting too much pressure on your knee, you can use blocks the whole time. We're just going to explore where your hips want to take this. So if you want, you can bring your hands forward. You can come to your forearms on the blocks or on the ground. And let it be about gravity and your breath. So as your hips settle and open, maybe the right knee and right foot track back. Maybe the arms come forward, and maybe the torso comes down. So nice to see on screen somebody going down more quickly than I did. Just a nice indicator of some openness there, some ease. But we don't want to end game it. We're not looking for a particular degree of expression here. Just see where do your hips want to take it. And slowly just start to rewind, walking your hands back. Take your time, lifting your torso. Maybe use blocks, maybe you kept them, maybe you bring them back in like I just did. And really take our time. Curl the right toes under, press into the right foot to engage the leg, lift the right knee. Big inhale, reach the left leg back up behind. And if you want, you can bend your knee, stack your hips, flex your foot, circle your knee again. Oops, I forget sometimes. These blocks on this mat are too slippery for being in any kind of down dog with the blocks under my hands. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Usually I like that counter pose, but I had to skip it there. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And maybe you need a drink like I do after that one. We do our other pigeon and get to our cooling down. Time is flying by. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Your choice to go right to down dog or to flow. So low plank and the heart opener and then there to down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, draw it forward, knee towards right wrist, ankle towards left wrist. Gently let the lower leg down. Let the left knee down and untuck the toes. Press into your hands, inhale, lift up, lengthen up. Exhale, release, forward and down. Remember, gravity and breath guide you as your hips open and settle to whatever degree they are going to. Not making them do anything, just inviting, just allowing. Start to slowly rewind. Really take your time here. See if you can go through all the same stages, all the same transition points to come out. When you're ready, press into the left foot, curl the toes under, lift the knee. Big inhale, back up, three-legged dog. And if you want, bend your knee, stack your hips, flex your foot, circle your knee. Square your hips down, lower your leg. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, lower your heels. Gently lower your knees. We're going to come to a seat. You might cross your ankles, walk your hands back and rock over your ankles, or tip onto one hip and swing your legs around. However you want to get there. Legs extended forward and feet flexed back. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let your knees bend as much as they want. Inhale, think of lengthening forward. Exhale, think of lowering down. Coming out of my fold to drink some more water. It's quite hot here. $93, I think. I just did the math in my head. My watch tells me 32 Celsius. I think I just converted that to 93 Fahrenheit. Let's just say low 90s and muggy as always. Cause it no muggy. Inhale, walk your hands up your legs and sit up. Use your arms to help your legs. Let your knees come out, bring the soles of your feet together. Leave a big space between your pelvis and your heels. Maybe this wasn't a comfortable leg position for you to start, but maybe it's okay now. You can reach over your ankles from here or under your ankles. Walk your hands forward, come into another forward fold, letting your neck disengage, breathing into your back or any place that feels tense. Inhale, walk your hands back, lift your torso. One more fold. Keep the soles of your feet together, draw your heels in towards your pelvis. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes between your hands. Wriggle on your seat, tilt your pelvis forward, letting your hips open up. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips with a long spine. Whenever that long spine is tipping forward from the hips anymore, let your spine round, let your head drop, breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Use your arms to lift your knees up towards each other. Bring your hands behind you. Going to come down onto our backs. So shift forward, scoot your butt towards your heels. You want your feet hip distance apart. Come down onto your forearms, down onto your back with your heels close to your butt. Put a block between your knees on the middle position if you'd like for bridge pose. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up. On an exhale, lower your hips. Hold up and down at your own pace a few times. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lowering down. Pardon me. This time you lift up, pause with your hips lifted. Place a prop at the base of your spine and settle down onto it. Allow your body to soften around, soften down against that support. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Take the block or other prop you got underneath you out of there. Exhale, lower down. Let's move the props out of the way. Hug your knees to the chest. Explore massaging your back against the ground. Any rocking and rolling movements that feel good for you. Let's go with nice gentle twist. Arms out to the sides. Now I say gentle twist, but you can decide how deep the twist is going to feel. The closer you bring your knees to your torso, the deeper the twist will feel. So you can actually regulate for yourself. What's gentle about this is we're not crossing our legs. So having the knees parallel is gentler than any of the cross-legged twisting. So whether you want to plant your feet, let your knees go to the right and turn your head to the left, or bring your knees in closer. It's up to you. See if you can leave your shoulders on the ground as you twist. Let your breath bring you out. Take your time to bring your head and your knees up through center and just keep going to come into the opposite twist. Come on up to center. Reach your feet towards the sky. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet. And explore whatever movement your body wants here. Maybe it's very gentle, maybe big movements, maybe small, maybe exploring a little more deep stretching wherever you feel it's needed. And when you feel complete, make your way to your final resting pose, whether it's traditional corpse pose, Shavasana, or something else that's more comfortable for you today. Any resting posture where you're comfortable is just fine. You can reflect on an intention you had set or focus on your breath. or just let all that go and be here breathing on your mat. Start to find some deeper breaths and explore movement little by little. Take your time building up to bigger and bigger movements. When you're ready, sit yourself up nice and gently, no rush. Bring your hands to the heart. Thank you for sharing your practice today. The light within me sees and honors the same light within you. Namaste.